Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. This is a video on how I achieved this colourful cut crease. I'm going to talk a little bit about the beauty industry at the end of the video as well, and a few shout outs to my faves too. So yeah, keep watching. Thank you. Hello, I am back. So I woke up this morning in an absolute rager of a mood for no other reason than I just didn't get enough sleep and I'm probably a little bit hormonal. But you know what, I mopped around for about an hour or two. I didn't really want to get out of bed, but I thought I could be in way worse situations. There's a lot of us who aren't very happy with the situation, which isn't ideal, but do you know what? There's people out there that are actually dealing with this face to face, and there's people who are high risk. So if you're one of those healthy people, please do the smart thing and stay indoors and stay social distanced from each other, because other people are working super duper hard and this is what we can do to keep everything running smoothly. So stay indoors, and I'm going to stay indoors and do some makeup because I thought that would cheer me up. So I'm going to do something quite colourful. I haven't used colour in, well, not crazy colour, in quite a while, and it's what I used to always do, and it was really fun. So I'm going to do something like that. I have no idea what colour. My top's quite colourful. I think I might do something with my top. I've got barely any makeup with me, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be using a lot of old stuff. Yeah, I haven't brought much back to Middlesbrough with me. I ran away from London as soon as there was talks of lockdown. I grabbed my stuff and got onto the first train home. So this should be interesting. I am going to do my base and probably brows off camera, but then I'll come back and we'll do the colour. And you can join me on this wild ride because I have no idea where it's going to go. It might go tits up, who knows. But yeah, stick with me if you want something a little bit lighthearted, a little bit fun, or see me have a meltdown. Either one. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so I'm back. I've done my base and my brows. I am quite nervous for this because I haven't done a colour look this crazy, and what I've decided to do is a cut crease. I haven't done one of them in probably about a year minimum. I'm nervous, so you know, got the essentials. So bear with me. I'm going to start off first with I've done a little bit of contour, but I'm just going to go and do my eyes. So I did explain this in my last video, why I contour the side of my eyes. I actually don't know if it's contour or contour. I'm going to stick with contour, I feel like it's easier to say. But yeah, so I do this just to lift my eyes, and with the look I'm going to do today, I'm actually going to wing it out because I think that is the most flattering for my eye shape. But this just gives that little bit of lift at the corner of the eyes, and it just helps blend everything together, I find, especially if you're doing dark colours underneath. Having this little bit of shading helps to just blend it all together a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a dark green colour. God, I'm so scared. So I'm going to go in with this Urban Decay green Hot Box. Nice. So I'm going to go in with that one, and I'm literally just going to pop it on the crease of my eye like this, and we are going to blend it out, but this is just going to give that definition in the crease there. I forgot how dark this colour was. It's a nice petrol green though, quite different. I don't know if you can see this. I'm using my Android phone for this because I've not got a camera. You could probably tell in my last video. I think that was to do with uploading though. It was awful quality. All my mates are going to be loving this, the fact that I'm talking smack about an Android, because I stan an Android. But iPhone just doesn't do it for me. Okay, so once you've got that nice, I'm going to pop a little bit more on this side actually, that nice deep colour, we are going to blend it out with a lighter green. Perfect. It looks insane, I'm aware, don't worry. So, going in with this from BH Cosmetics. It is, oh, we can't see, this one here, and that one is called Glowing. I'm very zoomed in, this is not nice, but I'm just going to use a fluffy brush for this one. I'm going to mix it with Australis underneath, so these two greens here, I'm going to mix them together and just blend out this colour. And I am taking it quite high because, you know what, I want to be a bit dramatic. Because everyone else is. If people can stockpile toilet roll and hand sanitizer, I can go a little bit crazy with my eyeshadow. And it looks a little bit messy and a little bit insane right now, but when we go onto the cut crease, it will look a lot better, I promise. When you're blending things like this as well, I mean, this is quite a shimmery colour, but when you're blending it, I always go side to side rather than circular motions. If I was doing more of like a rounded look, I would go round, but because we want to wing it out, we want to keep it outwards. This is terrifying. I'm never one to shy away from colour, but I just haven't done it in so long, and the fact I'm videoing it is even worse. Okay, that is blended out. Oh, I like that colour. I'm gonna wear it more often. Perfect. Okay, so what I've done on this side is actually just gone back in the socket with that dark green colour. So I'm just doing that just because I decided I wanted a little bit more definition on the crease. I've also put my ring light on because the sun, as always, is being unreliable and it keeps going behind clouds and messing up my lighting. There we go. I'm actually going to pop a little bit just here so that when we blend all the colours together, we've still got that nice smoky look on the outside. So we've got that definition in the crease and we've got it all blended out. Now it's time for the terrifying bit of cutting the crease. Oh god. So what you want to do is get a nice flat brush. You can see that. That doesn't work. So I'm going to get a nice flat brush, preferably a concealer brush, or you could use something like a lip brush. I might go between both, but you just want something that's quite flat and quite detailed and easy to sort of glide through. And then you want to get some concealer as well. I have no idea where I've put mine. This is a brilliant start. Oh, there it is. Found it. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of concealer. This one's the Collection 2000 concealer. I really like it for cutting the crease because it's quite a full coverage one. And I've got it in quite a light shade. I think it's number 1. Yeah, number 1. So I always like to use this for eyeshadow. I've used this one for absolutely years. I used to use it for like under eye and actual concealing, but because I've got really dry skin, it was a little bit too much for me. But for the eyes, it holds eyeshadow really well, and it's quite opaque, so it's gonna hold the colour. Is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm gonna do for cutting the crease, I always like to start in the corner here. And I'm literally just going to flatten it down, like that. And you want to pat this on. And you just want to follow literally where we've popped that darker colour. And don't worry if you go over the dark colour because the contrast is still going to give that definition. It's not just going to completely colour over what you've already done. I'm just blending it out. I always like to look up as well, and then you can see there it sort of gave you that trace. So I actually want to go a little bit higher because that means when you open your eye it's still going to look the same. I think I'm just going to do a half cut crease. I think I want it still quite smoky and green on this outside corner. Like I said, I don't actually have a genuine plan for this. I'm just going, please that feels right. None of this feels right, but stick with it. And then I'm literally just taking that down and blending that out just so we've got that nice even colour. There we go. So you can see how we've got that definition there. Don't worry about this bit because we're going to blend that in when we do this front section. And you just want to keep patting it on and making sure that it sets really well. And you've got a nice even blend of concealer. There we go. Like that. So I'm going to do this side because I can't bother doing it on camera. So I'm going to do this side and then come back and we'll see where we go from there because I have no clue. Okay, so my ring light's died to death, so probably karma for the sun was being unreliable. But what I want to do now is actually create a little bit more definition. So a lot of the time with these sort of looks, you're going to go back and forth with it because you'll do something, you want more, you want to smooth it out. That's just the way it goes. So what I'm actually going to do is take in the NYX Vivid Brights liquid eyeliners, and this is in green? Vivid Envy, so it's green. And it's a bit like a pistachio green. And all I'm going to do, take in that little lip brush. I don't know how this is going to go. I have no idea. It's a journey for all of us. I'm just going to take a little bit on the brush and I'm just going to go over that area there. A little bit of contrast. And this is just literally going to... all it's going to do is deepen that crease and create a bit of a smoother line. So it's not as dark as that first colour, but because we've already blended that out, it sits really well together. And I'm not going all the way down for this because, again, like I say, we're keeping that quite smoky. But what I am doing with this is actually blending it out as I apply it because these can dry quite dry and sometimes can crack. So what I would recommend is blending it out, don't use it as an eyeliner. I used to use them as an eyeliner and it would look good for like one picture and then it'd crack. But I do love them because they're very nice, strong colour. So you can see there how we've got that nice defined crease now. I can't believe I've just done this in the camera and not in an actual mirror. What an idiot. It might look good, it might look awful, who knows. It looks okay. We can deal with it, it's fine. Perfect. So, what I'm going to do now is some sort of pink. I have no idea. Let's see what we've got in this one. Oh, we've got quite a vivid pink. Do we go with a vivid pink? Yeah, straight up, why not? So, I'm going to grab another fluffy brush, a different one to one before, because obviously we don't want to mix them. And I'm going to go in with... I'm going to go in with fluorescent. I might mix them. But we've got fluorescent here, and then magical here. I might mix both of them because they look quite similar. Yeah, I'm gonna mix both. So I'm literally just going to pop that on this edge. These are shimmers as well, so it's going to be a little bit of piling it on. Then I'm sticking that just next to that green. And I'm not going to take it all the way in because I'm going to do something quite light here. And we're keeping it in line with that concealer, we're not going anywhere but that. She is bright. So same again on this side. When I'm doing eyeshadows, I always start from the lash line and go upwards, just because, especially with a cut crease, you don't want a lot of product here, you want to be able to blend that out quite easily. So I always start on the lash line. That keeps everything close to the lashes, so you're not going to have gaps when it comes to mascara, I mean, if you're doing eyeliner, it's not that essential, but it does help. And then I just blend up to the socket. I just find it easier to blend out. It's a very bubblegummy. So I'm just going halfway across the eye with this. I'm just building the colour up. Like that. It looks insane. I like it. So now we've got the green and the pink on. These are the intense colours. I have gone back in with that first green, the hot box, and I've popped it just there, just to give it a bit more of a smoky look. And now I'm going to go in with a lighter pink, and I'm going to use, if I can find it, the concealer brush, because I'm going to go in with this sort of two-tony pink. Can't really see it in the camera. It's called Kaleidoscope, but it's a two-tone sort of rose gold colour. And the reason I'm using the concealer brush is I want to pack this colour on. With it being a light shade, we want that heavy finish. Oh, I'm getting a lot of fallout with this. And I do think using a concealer brush, especially the one that you've just used, because obviously it's going to have the same shape as where you pop that concealer. Been interrupted by the nails. So just filling. I'm just popping it where we have concealer left. It's coming together though. I really like this two-tone shade. I'm feeling that. So, same on this side. This lighting is not the one. I do apologise. And don't get too down about it not being so neat. I mean, I used to do these all the time. I used to full cut creases, half cut creases. I used to be really creative with makeup, and I don't know what's happened. I mean, the style of makeup that I do now is a lot more sort of natural. Well, it's natural to full glam, but it is more neutrals. I don't really use colour that much. That's quite sad, but I had my time with colour. I have moments like this where I want to do colour, but for work it is a lot more neutral and more sort of glowy, red carpet look. Not that I think I look like I'm on a red carpet. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a red carpet. But yeah, just blending these in. I'm very much a perfectionist when it comes to things like this, so I will sit and blend for years. But I'm going to leave it there for now. And then what I'm going to do is grab that brush that we used that first pink for, and I'm just going to go over and blend in both the pinks together, just so we have that nice seamless blend. That's that nice gradual sort of ombre effect. So you can see how that is blended together a lot better. So now we're going to move on to eyeliner. I want to do a blue eyeliner, but who knows if that's going to work. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I've done eyeliner on this side. I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner first, just because I think if we go in with a blue, it's not going to stand out against the pink and the green. So using a black eyeliner first, I'm going to layer the blue on top and see how that goes. So I've done this side, and then I'm just going to do on this side. I think I'm going to do a sort of a tutorial on eyeliner and how I do eyeliner and different styles. But for now, I'm literally just going to go through. So I always go into the inner corner first, and I like to extend the inner corner, just keep that feline perfect. It's hard to talk when I'm resting. So going along that inner corner like that. And then what I'm going to do is keep the like felt tip quite horizontal along the lash line, and that's going to keep it nice and close to the root of the lashes, so you're going to get that nice sort of intense black. I'm just joining those up. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick eyeliner in Panther, and it is actually one of my favourite eyeliners I've ever used. I've gone through so many different liquid eyeliners and gel eyeliners, and the Feline Flick. It's got this really nice nib to it, and it's quite what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like a flexible nib, which I think can make things quite hard. If it's too flexible, it moves around a bit and you don't have that much control. I mean, these ones are designed after calligraphy pens, Shodo pens from Japan. So it keeps that control and keeps that nice smooth line. And then coming to the end, I always keep it in line with this bottom lash line. So I actually line the pen up with my bottom lash and work backwards. And then just tighten it off and join it onto that line we've already done. For example, we're going to do a more in-depth like eyeliner tutorial, because I do get a lot of questions about eyeliner, and I had a few the other day. So just keeping it in line like that, and then we're going to go on to do the blue after. Okay, so just add a little bit more into the inner corner. I always go onto this sort of bottom corner here, and that just sort of extends the eye a little bit, but without going too mad on the outside. So I'm going to grab this blue eyeliner pencil. I think it's a Rimmel one. Yeah, Rimmel. And it's like this sort of electric blue. And I've sort of practiced this over the top of colours before, and like I said, I think if we went over the green or the pink, you would lose the colour of the blue, especially with it being a pencil. So I'm literally just going to go over the top. And just keeping it sort of in line with that eyeliner. And then what I'm going to do is layer up a blue eyeshadow over the top of that. So this is just sort of giving it something to stick to. I'm just going to keep that intensity. I love a sort of navy eyeliner anyway. Not to keep plugging Charlotte Tilbury. Well, no, I don't want to keep plugging Charlotte Tilbury because I love it. But they've got some new products that have just launched, and they've got some blue eyeliners. This is a bit of a metallic one. But the new eyeliners they've got with their new palettes, they're like double-ended pencils, so you've got like a matte kohl pencil on one side and then a shimmer on the other side, and they have a metallic blue, and it's beautiful. And I've not had a chance to play with them yet because obviously we went to lockdown, and I ran back to Borough as soon as I could. So I'm literally just following that eyeliner that we've done, and that is also why I like to use, I mean, you can't really see it on this one here, but I'm going to go over with a brighter blue. But that's why I like to use a eyeliner first, just so it gives you that sort of line to follow, and it's a lot easier. So now I'm going to actually grab that lip brush that we used with the liquid liner, and I'm going to go over with, what is this actually called? 5.0, which is this sort of cobalt blue shadow, and I'm again just going over, and building it up. And I don't want this to be like an intense blue, just because like I said, I'm mimicking this and it's navy. I mean, the pink's not that strong on this top, but I don't want it too heavy. I think I'm going to do more of an ombre actually. I think I'm going to keep it blue on the outside and then black in the centre. Sorry, in the corner. So that's going to keep that intensity and the shape of the eye. I'm not very good at talking when I'm concentrating. But yeah, I'm happy with the result. So I've just got that nice blue wing with that black inner line. And like I say, using that eyeliner, the pencil eyeliner before, it just gives the shadow something to stick to, so it's not just going to sort of smoke off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to now go underneath. I think I'm actually going to use the blue. I think I'm going to keep it, yeah, I'm going to keep it blue. I'm going to use that same blue and bring it underneath the eye. I was going to go with the green underneath, but do you know what? The green's had its moment. I want more blue. I'm just using the same brush. I'm literally just sort of blending this into the lash line. And I'm not going too crazy, like, I'm not going too far down. I want to keep it in line with that winged liner, so we have this more of a smoky liner, but underneath smoky. And now to tie it in, I'm going to go back in with that blue pencil and actually go in the waterline with that. I forgot how much I actually loved blue eyeshadow and blue products. I think they always just pop really nicely. I mean, they're a hard product to sort of take off because they stain really easily. I mean, any hairdresser will know that that is a hard colour to get out of hair, because I've dyed my hair blue enough times. So what I'm going to do now is actually tidy up and pop some lashes on, because that's really going to help to finish that look off, and then I'll come back and we'll finish the lips and everything. So I've popped the lashes on. I'm probably going to do a tutorial on lashes. I might do it in with the eyeliner tutorial, I'm not sure, but I've had a few like questions on that and like how to apply them. It might just be a video of me stressing out because lash glue hates me, but yeah, I can show you an easy technique how to do that, because lashes make such a difference to a look, regardless if it's like a natural look, a crazy look like this, or just more sort of like red carpet glam. Lashes really enhance the eye, and there's like different styles, so I might just do like a separate small lash video. Yeah, I'll think about it. But all I'm going to do now is just pop on a little bit of inner corner highlight. So I'm actually going to use the Shifty, which is this sort of mint green one, and I'm popping that in. And I'm just using that same brush that I used for the darker colour. I've washed off them. So I'm just popping that on, and again just patting it in. I was going to go for like just a normal classic highlight, but why not go the full hug and do a green inner corner highlight. I think that'll blend really nicely with the blue underneath as well. This palette, which one is it? It's an Urban Decay one, Distortion palette. It's a really nice one. got. So I'm going to pop a little bit of mascara on bottom lashes, and then I'm probably going to do my lips off camera, and then I'll show you the finished look. So that is how I complete this colourful cut crease. We got through it without a meltdown, so thank you for sticking with me through that. I just want to talk a little bit about the beauty industry. I think at this sort of moment in time, it is such a weird situation that anyone across the country and across the world is in. Like, no one knows what to do or how to deal with this. But I just want to give a little shout out to some of my favourite like beauty people that I know that are maybe self-employed or like just who I work with, anything like that, and just give a little shout out, because especially for us in the beauty industry, I mean, it isn't the hardest job in the world. It's a fun job to do. I love it. Like, I love doing like looks like this. I love like meeting people. But I mean, we're not saving lives like the NHS. But I think we all play our part. And I think if we're all staying inside and staying safe, we're all doing a big part of that. But I think the beauty industry, especially the past few days, a lot of people have been coming on social media, doing videos, sharing tips and tricks. And I think it is just such a nice distraction for everything. So our little part is keeping everything quite fun and quite light-hearted and just keeping enjoyment in the air. I love doing this. I love being creative with makeup, and yeah, I'm going to give a little shout out to some of my faves, because I think supporting each other and taking away any sort of competition or anything like numbers, success, anything like that, it's pointless, because we're all in the same boat right now. It doesn't matter if like previous success or if you're trying to build success. I mean, I know I am. I'm sort of using this to my advantage, but it is just fun to do in the meantime. So I think just supporting each other, holding each other up, and we'll get it through together. So I'm going to start off with two people that I love in the hair industry. My friend Alex Thompson, she is an absolute genius when it comes to hair. I know when I first started going to Alex for hair, I was a bit nervous because she is my friend. I was quite nervous to go to her, and I didn't want it to be like awkward because she was my friend. But the first time I left the salon where she was, I've never walked out with my hair feeling so good. You know how sometimes you can go to the hairdressers and they haven't done what you want, and you just sort of sat there awkwardly like, yeah, it's nice, and then you get in your car and you cry. With Alex, she's just the funniest, most kind-hearted person I've ever met, and she's an absolute genius when it comes to hair. So I would recommend her to anyone. You go to her salon and you feel like you're at home, and she has you in stitches. So yeah, massive shout out to Alex. I am going to tag everyone's sort of like ats and stuff so you can go and have a look at them, because I know Alex is doing a few tutorials, a few of the makeup girls are doing a few videos as well. So go and check them out because it is fun. Another one is Hannah Murphy, who is Teesside Hair Wizard. Her like knowledge on hair care and styling tips and everything is literally second to none. I love going on her Instagram. I mean, she's my cousin, but I'm not biased. But she is literally insane. She's just done a video on like sort of shampooing the hair and what products are best for everything. Any questions that you have, she knows the answer to it. There's no problem that doesn't have a solution with her. She is literally the hair wizard. So go and check her out as well. And then makeup girls, I'll start off with like the local Middlesbrough makeup girls that I know and that like inspire me a lot. There's Amy Hunter, who I actually posted on my story, and she like reposted me as well. Her looks are always like really fun and really different, and I always love looking at her Instagram. And I get a lot of ideas from her. I mean, I get a lot of ideas from everyone, but she always comes up with something quite different, and I think that's quite amazing. That's quite hard to do. Another girl is Hannah Dring, so I'll tag her as well. She's like an Insta glam queen. Like, she always has like the full glam, different colours. Like this was a bit of a reach for me recently, but she does insane with colour work and things like that, so definitely check her page out. Who else? I'm going to go to my London girls because I absolutely love them, and they've been a massive part in my makeup journey. So we have Nicola Svensson. She is insane. Her skin and brows and everything always look incredible. I absolutely adore her makeup, and she is hilarious as well. So I'll check her, I'll pop her thing down. Will, I adore Will. He always has like something different to do. Like every time I watch him, do a makeup look, or when he posts a picture, I am blown away. Like, his photography skills as well, they make makeup look, well, the makeup already looks insane, but he makes it just like 10 times. He's incredible at like every stage of the makeup. I absolutely adore Will. And then we have Lydia. Lydia is someone who really inspires me, especially because of her sort of beauty business knowledge. She's like done, like, she's got all of qualifications. She knows a lot about how to get into the industry. Like, I know she's given me a lot of different tips and tricks about how to go around like different areas, like whether it's TV makeup or film makeup or just like editorial stuff. She knows everything. Like, she is clued up on the business side of things, which is something I definitely need to spend a lot more time doing, because she's absolutely insane. Who else have we got? So we've got Lydia, Will, Nicola, MJ. I love MJ. MJ is incredible. Like, her skin always looks banging. She is like a bronze queen. Insane. Her smoky eye looks are literally the best that I've ever seen. She is incredible at them, and she is not afraid of a face mask, which we appreciate. So yeah, I'm going to try, if there's anyone I've missed, I'm really sorry, but these are just literally off the top of my head. But that's everyone who inspires me, and I'll tag them all down below so you can see them. And I think it's just important to just keep each other supported. Like I say, keep the competition away, because that is just not, we can't compete right now. We can't, like, especially in the line of work that we're in. Just keep it fun, keep it exciting, inspire each other. I know I always get a lot of different ideas from people. I'm a bit of a thief. But yeah, if you've watched this far, thank you. I appreciate it. And like I said, didn't have a meltdown. Probably would have been a bit more entertaining if I did, but I'm grateful that I never. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot more different looks, and like I said, I might do like future tutorials that are a little bit, maybe a bit shorter and a bit more specific. But yeah, this is me with this nice sort of coloured look. But yeah, thanks a lot guys, thanks for watching.